Okay, folks, give me a thumbs up in the general chat if you can hear me. Give me a thumbs up inside of the general chat if you can hear me. Excellent. Awesome. Man, I'm pumped for this week. My goodness. Just finished some live training, traded the futures live with some of you guys. Made a little bit of coin, and here we go. May 1st, 2022. This is your weekly prep. Let's take a look around the market. I'm going to keep this to 15 minutes or less, and we're going to see what's going on. So let's take a look around here. All right, so we've got some notable events. It's no secret. We have FOMC announcement. We've got a Jerome Powell on the mic this week, Wednesday. I expect volatility there. All right. I expect risk to be shed before we get to that date. Any remaining sell-off from the market for Friday is going to still continue. All right. So markets ended very sharply last week, right? Month-end repositioning. Obviously the concern for the Fed's monetary policy changing and pivot. We've got the Ukraine-Russia conflict. COVID-19 in China resurging, this new variant over there, shutting things down, affecting supply chain. We got inflation, all these things are affecting the market right now. And so we popped right through 4,200 above, and we're coming down, continuing our descent. One area to watch here is 4,100 area on the futures on SPX as well. Okay, so we will be watching that. We also had a Friday's liquidation, tech stocks giving up, right? Giving up the goods. Saw some more downside there, right? So let's take a look around here and see going into this week with respects to FOMC and geopolitical news, what we can expect, right? Let's take a look here. All right, so already we know that Wednesday is, Wall Street will be sitting on their hands for a moment here. If we get a move, it'll be before that. And then as we go into Wednesday, we'll be watching for the announcement about monetary policy. So right away, just looking at the overall health of the market, looking at where we are for the beginning of the month, Monday, cautious, bearish. I'm going to firm up that thesis as we get into the pre-market on Monday, tomorrow morning at 8:50. And we'll be watching there, right? The world is still looking at the sanctions as it pertains to goods and energy, oil, etc. That's imposed on Russia right now. That's not going away anytime soon. So really, this driver this week would be FOMC meeting minutes, right? What we want to find out is, will we get any type of relief or bounce going into the early morning sessions that we could play? If not, we'll just play the continuation, right? So far, we do have our continuation here. Took a futures trade here earlier with some live folks. Just about, I don't know, whatever time this was, 7:30. And, got a nice move to the downside, then re-entered my second trade here. This is just, this is not a training on futures, but I'm just sharing with you guys so those of you guys who were in the futures training, who was in the training for number 2 and 3, and you saw me make that trade, and we just hit our PT here. So I'm going to take a little capital. I'll do that live. All right, take a little capital and we'll trail this thing. The expected move is that we actually come down to this 41.20 area. So what am I looking for? Some aggressive follow through here. So guess what? You got a little live trading while we do our pre-market weekly prep. All right. Let's take a look around some areas here and see what we got going. All right. So last week, Friday, in fact, bonds 2.92 as of today, right now, 2.92%, up 10 points or 10 moves up from our last update there. And so as the bonds continue to move towards 3%, we can expect more of this risk off behavior. That's going to move into our catalyst. That's going to move into our favor rather and support the catalyst of bearish activity. I am watching 4100 area. I believe from what I've seen so far, massive amount of volume down here. And as we come into the area, we could see this area as Wall Street has to reposition. We can see this area be defended. All right, we'll have to watch for it. Okay, which means that let's take a look here. 21. Let's take a look here. 100. Yeah, okay. Which means that, okay, we're going to see, so we'll be watching, obviously, this area right here. You can notice there we've got a gap to fill on SPY. You can see it right here from May 31st, 2021. It's right here, right? Guys, see it, 403, 46 area, all the way down to 400. So it's likely this week we may touch it. If we're going to get to it, it's going to come on the heels of JP talking. Once the volume manifests itself, come the top side of the morning, we will be able to firm up our levels even more so, right? So far, cautious, bearish, very cautious. And you do not want to be caught in a reversal here, folks. So just continue to play your levels, continue to play the moves there. And we will take it day by day with an overall thesis for the week. So look at us dancing at the PLC here. So what we're looking for in this early action here is how the markets respond. Overall, the markets are very, very timid, foreign markets as well. So that timidity or that fear we'll see some continuation. The question is, at what level do we see a cover, or do we see some type of adjusting on Wall Street? All right, that's the question. We'll firm that up in the morning. Cautious to bearish is the thesis. We'll play our levels as it goes. Going into Monday, if we do have, we've got some manufacturing numbers coming out Monday. So, you know, more impetus for us to move one way or the other, or in our bearish direction. So we're in some dangerous territories here, and we do have a gap down low to fill. So we'll be watching for that. Now, don't get caught in the fact that gaps get filled. Don't get caught on the wrong side of this, folks. Just trade what you see, and as we come into Monday, we'll post those levels there. All right. PT was met on the second move here, back to our daily here at 4127.50. What an excellent trade. You can see there we got a nice defensive area there. So I'll take a question or two inside of the general chat. If you have a question, I'll take it now. So far, so good. So if you're looking here, this will be for you guys. I'll draw some trend lines for you so you can get an idea of why I keep shorting this thing down to 4127. It's a pretty simple move here. I caught it here, had to sit through a rejection here, loaded up more there, and then caught my move again. So it's a pretty straightforward move there. And you can obviously see big, huge absence here of volume, right? So this is not a volume training. You'd have to take training 0 and 1 for that, but you'll understand how we play. Just because we have a lack of volume doesn't mean obviously the stock won't go through it. We can see it, it does, but you have to know how to read the market to understand how to play these areas. All right. Fill a gap, joules of energy. All right, no problem. Let's go back and take, what does it mean to fill a gap? That's a good question. All right, to fill a gap, let me go out to a higher time frame. To fill a gap would mean that we come back all the way to here, and this area here needs trading action. It needs market participation. We need to trade in this area. We didn't trade in this area on our ascent back to all-time or up to all-time high. So we will have to fill this gap or trade in this area. It's highly likely if we've come down this far, right? You can clearly see there, boom. Now we keep going there. This is the next area. Look at this massive gap. That is a massive gap. So there's a possibility we do see it, right? We don't know when, but there's a possibility. And the move could happen aggressively and fast. Does that answer your question, joules of energy? This is a daily chart. Yes, King. Very nice. I like that. I'll mention that. That's good. We'll talk about that too. Altrades posted our earnings there. So this is what we can look forward to the week. And right now, not too many things get me too excited aside from obviously AMD. I mean, we could play some other trades. You guys know I don't do earnings plays, but after the dust settles, I can take a trade. That's no problem. But Shopify is there as well. I'm watching that one there for sure. So I'm watching Fortinet. I like Fortinet. This is a very nice ticker. So we'll be watching that, folks, to see where we go. Thanks for that, Al. Okay, great. Answered your question as well. I'll take one more question. I don't want to make this too long, folks. 15 minutes. That's all I want to do. Here we've got the overall thesis, cautious bearish. We know the profit target. We know 4,100 area where we're looking for Wall Street to maybe have to adjust some positions. There's a lot of liquidity sitting there, and we're just going to allow this afternoon session to. The futures market right now to continue to respect those levels. And when we see the breakdown, we'll go ahead and use that along with other market indicators to make a decision in the morning. I don't know what you mean, mixed SPY bear market. That I don't understand what this means, but in harmony with what I just stated there, I believe that answers your question. Okay, Nick is asking, do you ever use a hard stop if your entry gets read to a certain point? Absolutely. I did it earlier today. Show you here. All right, let's discuss this for a moment here. And then I'll wrap it up. I'll wrap it up in 3 minutes, guys. I want to get everyone back to their families. Do your research, do your charting, right? When I'm trading the futures, that's one reason. But if you're trading options, then for sure as well. I do use a hard stop at times, right? Okay. So what I'm looking for is aggressive follow through here, which I got here and trailed this move here on down. And as we came back up through here, I got stopped out. Boom, max profit. This is my entry. This is my exit. This is my stop loss. Nice. Drag it down. I'm stopped out. Second move here. Enter. Right. There were some things in the market that told me this was a good entry here. Right here, actually. Sorry, on this move. I had to sit through another rejection here. This is where my stop loss or risk to reward would be. We get the rejection, another exit right there. The second trade, I would look for a break of this area here, and I would take it to my original PT here. This likely, as we break down, I mean, if we're still talking, I'll still take the trade live, but you'll see it posted in the futures room. And so just to give you guys a quick clue, you saw me post this here already in the futures room. Boom, right? PT met. The first one I shorted right there to 412,750. That was met, right? Nice profits made there. So this is for those of you who are trading the futures, not everyone, okay? But I'm just answering your question there. So if you're watching this for the first time, the Wealth Wells Discord, the general room, you can come on in completely free, no problem, right? Read the rules, folks. Please click the roles, verify yourself, and then you can jump right in here in the general chat room, the SPY only options room as well. Tonight, going into tomorrow, you'll see on my screen here, there's something called exclusive tier 3 access. This is where I will hang out and spend the most of my time and give the most of my training going forward this week. That'll start anywhere between this evening and Monday. You'll understand, you'll have all of the information you need to get in there. While I will give my time mostly to those who are tier 3. We call them killer whales, tier 3. I still will hang out periodically and in a scheduled fashion in general chat and SPY only options room. And then we're going to post my schedule soon, so you can understand. Anyone who comes into the Discord for free will still get call outs, will still get some attention, but my priority will be to serious traders who have tier 3 access. Tier 3 access will be discussed later in the Discord, okay? I'll take one more question here. Let me make sure. Okay, I think that's it. All right. So folks, here's what you need to do. Oh, we got our move. Let's see if we get some follow through here. We get some follow through. I'm going to take this trade. Man, doing this live with you guys. How about that? How about that? If we get the breakdown, how about that? We'll trail it. So review your charts, folks. Review your levels. Let's be ready to crush it right here, 850 in the SPY only options room. We'll start there and then we'll break out from there. And man, we are going to crush this thing this week. All right, so here's what you need to do. Give me a second. Let's go. Here's what you need to do. You need to make sure that you apply discipline. All right, I had some incredible wins the other week. And this week, I expect nothing less. But I want you to be disciplined, all right? I want you to focus and continue to execute. We have an overwhelming amount of winners. We have an overwhelming amount of green days and no red trades. So that can sometimes make you a little cocky, but please respect this thing. All right, guys? All right. I'll see you bright and early, 850 in the SPY only options room to crush this thing and have another great week. All right, folks. I'll see you later. KDW signing out.